Hello, everybody. Good morning. I just wanted to take a quick moment or two and one say thank you for all the views and comments on our recent uh, ankle pick video, and it's been a really good um, way to start having a broader discussion, conversation. Even though I hate the word conversation these days, because everything in our society these days is a conversation. We gotta have conversation about. Uh, I don't know when we can go to the food store. Well, I don't know. It's just really stupid to me. Anyway, uh, I wanted to make a few other deliberations as to why I do not think that Taekwondo should be the first uh, exploration for a person with adaptive needs like CP or MS, visual impairments, even amputees of various kinds. I don't recommend it, and I've had people say to me like, you know, you should just stay on the up and up. You should uh, be respectful. Don't ruffle anybody's feathers. And taekwondo community, don't make enemies, make friends. Love, not war. And I'm not trying to piss anybody off, guys. Like, I'm just trying to open up people's minds. Uh, Taekwondo primarily is a kicking art, and I was watching a Master Wong video earlier this morning, and he had a Taekwondo guy on his show. Lo and behold, the Taekwondo guy was like, "Yeah, if I had the distance, I'd do all these kicks." Um, but the one thing that he said was, when it got in a close proximity, those kicks, nope, not gonna work. Uh, I remember one year I got to train with Guru Dani Masano in Tulsa, and something he said was, "You gotta learn to fight in a phone booth." And the more I have researched real world violence encounters the past 5 years of my life, the more I realize that it's a very up close and personal thing, and you really don't find you won't, at least in my interpretation, you won't find yourself in a range where you can kick. That doesn't mean you can't kick. I'm just saying that 9 times out of 10, there is pre-assault cues, there's de-escalation, the situational awareness, all these things that you gotta factor in. And unless you're Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, whatever kind of Lee, and you have this lightning fast crescent kick, where where you can Billy Jack somebody, but or be the next David Carradine and Kung Fu. The legend continues. Uh, and unless you're like that, I hold no confidence in kicking someone in the head that fast. I just don't. And Taekwondo, okay, I poke fun at sometimes because it is what covers the overhead of most dojos in America. You sign some contract, you get a nice gi and a patch, and you pay enough money, you can enter their black belt club or whatever the hell uh, it is these days. Um, I do not see it holding up. It doesn't hold water, if you will. Um, and furthermore, anybody that I have talked to about self-defense or students that I have worked with that come from a TKD background, I've had students try and do the rapid kicks at like bigger students that I've had, and it doesn't pan out. Like, my, the people while they're kicking just walk right through them and get really close and dump them on their ass, and wow, your taekwondo just really went out the window. Or any parent that I've talked to that has put their kid in a taekwondo class says, yeah, my kid can keep their sparring partner at bay for a few seconds, but when they get close and they get on the ground, there's really no chance. So then you got to implement like your clinch fighting and your BJJ and your weapons, and learn how to use a pin or tactical knife or gun. Learn how to do that. And again, all these things like self-discipline, integrity, honor, uh, courage, all these things, the way the Bushido, and instilling that into a young kid or young adult or what have you is great. If you go to Taekwondo as a means of just getting out of bed every single morning and living a better, fuller, richer life, blessings upon you, homie. But I think that if we're going to talk about self-defense from a pure self-defense perspective, especially if you're in a wheelchair and you cannot kick, man, I don't hold much confidence in someone blocking and reverse punching, and hitting their attacker. I don't buy it. And when a young kid in a wheelchair is dealing with an attacker, a bully that's bigger, and that bully gets their hands or arms around a smaller kid in a chair with crutches, they can try and punch the body and face, but unless you've got some strong punches, sorry, I don't buy it. This is why in level 1 of our program, we teach you the high covers, ramming in and getting a hold of your attacker with an overhook or underhook in some fashion, learning on a headbutt, using your elbows, ramming their head into your knee if you can, or parts of your wheelchair, biting, fighting dirty is what gets you home safely, and that's what I care about. That's what really good instructors that I look up to talk about getting home safely at night. If we're dealing with a mother that is walking from her car, from her work to her car, or from her car to her apartment, and it's at night, and some a-hole tries to wrap her up and peel her off into the direction of the car, no, like, those kicks aren't going to be there. You have to learn how to break that clinch. You have to learn how to pummel and get into that range where you can dirty box, make that space, get to it, get to your knife, get to your tactical pin, get to your collie stick, and beat the tar out of that man. That's what's going to work for someone in a wheelchair, regardless of age range. Hell, go train with Doug Markaida, learn Kali, learn Shotokan Karate, where they have a lot of emphasis on the clinch and just blasting in and clinching, and having your takedowns ready. Do that. And I'm not going to stop anybody from learning Taekwondo. I'm just saying that it would be more worth your money, time, effort, energy to go learn Jeet Kune Do concepts, Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, Kali, even a modified Thai boxing from a sitting position, which is possible. It really is possible. Um, yes, I'm operating out of my own bias, but I really think that I'm onto something here. And again, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm trying to open people's minds because I've seen instructors that are so caught up in their traditional dogma where they have turned away someone with adaptive needs or special needs, whatever you want to call it, because they don't feel that they can alter their system for that individual, which I think is bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Um, if my friend Cole Rogers said that most good instructors will be able to adapt their system. Yes, but at the same time, I've seen instructors that aren't willing to, and I think that's really creepy and dogmatic and gross, and it makes me just want to vomit. I have no other ways of saying how that makes me feel. So, you know, uh, okay, if you want to go learn Taekwondo, great, but you're going to get milked for your money, and it's probably not going to be the most beneficial for you when it comes to really defending your life. Um, Now, I'm sure people will counter my argument and say, well, Taekwondo has saved my life. Great, great, but I still don't buy it. I don't buy it with 100% of my life. So, and I've had parents want to bring their kid to come work with me, um, but when they see that I don't have any colored belts or anything like that, they go and take their kids to a taekwondo school where you find all that fun stuff. Um, so I might be a smidge bitter, but hey, um, I'm keeping it real today. So I hope this has made sense to you guys. I hope that um, this further explains my disposition towards taekwondo. And I hope you guys have a good day. We'll be back very soon with a new video. Peace. And blessings upon thee.